Hey Tids, how you doing? Very lethargic. Oh, I know that feeling. I am very, very tired today. It's kind of hit me like a ton of bricks in the last hour or so. Just how tired I am. Hey, Grox. Hey, RNG. How you both doing? I knew I forgot to do something before I started the stream up. Something fun. But I can do it through chat, so... Made it to the weekend. Yes, did. Somehow, miraculously, made it to the weekend. I'm glad to hear you're okay, Grox. There we go. Do this the old-fashioned way. Hey, Kian, how you doing? Okay. Let's hope this works. It did. Marvellous. Can add my own song requests in. Was writing a thing and my wrist still hurts. Oh gosh. Hey Cypher, how you doing? Hope the art's going well. Right. Hi everyone! Happy Friday! I'm gonna put you back on a Porthos cam now, because frankly he's nicer to look at. And now that we're here on this screen, Happy Friday! Existential screaming! Yeah, very much that. On the plus side. Cypher, thank you so much for subscribing. 5 months, gosh. Thank you so much, friend. This is going to be a thing from now on for the record. I'm going to start every Friday Hobby Happy Hour with this song, because it seems appropriate. Thank you, Cypher. They're pretty, aren't they? The base coat nail polish that I'm wearing was a gift from Torpor. Because Zero Disco is always best. Exactly, Kian. Because, Tidders, this song is called Friday Night. So it seems appropriate to play it at the beginning of the Friday night stream. So tonight, going back to the Tree Lord for a bit. We've made really good progress on him so far though. We've got a little bit more Rekoth flesh to apply in some places on the body and on his face, and then we can move on to the next We can move on to the next layer of paint, as it were. If a succubus is wearing a green dress, what colour should her bra be? Good question, Cypher. I mean, Titus is right, black is always a good solid choice. If you want to go for something that stands out against the dress, then red, very good option. Like a neon pink, if it's a bright green dress, could look quite nice. Oh yeah, just so you know what I've got on my palette, because I've got a fresh palette today. I've got, from left to right, some dryad bark, pre-thinned, some Rakarth flesh, which is what I'm going to be using in a minute, again pre-thinned, and some spaceship exterior, which is not pre-thinned, so I will have to thin that out a little bit as we're going through. She has red hair, wings and tail. Oh, how about purple? That could look quite nice if you go for the right sort of balance of red and blue in the purple. That could complement the dress quite nicely and go really nicely with her hair and her tail and wings. Or a beige or cream colour, yeah. Oh, and I'm using the Insane Detail brush to start with today. Something fairly small, because we're getting on to only having the small areas left to paint. Oh God, I'm feeling ever so rough this evening. Hope everyone else is feeling okay and that you've all had a good week. Because it's the weekend now. And for a lot of us, that means a bit of R&R. Much needed, I'm sure. Now he's got these little sort of jutting out bits here. You can see that I'm painting right now. I'm thinking what I'll do when I come round to the sort of embellishment portion of painting this guy is that I will paint them green and speckled. Isn't The Weeknd also a band? The Weeknd is indeed a band. Hence the, ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd meme account on Twitter. I don't think I've ever intentionally listened to them either, so I don't know what they're I don't know what they're like. I might have heard some of their stuff though. I'm being a little slapdash about this area on his arm because it's not got that many grooves in it that we can use to sort of guide us. So I'm letting the brush do most of the work. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I hope it turns out okay. Hey Buff, how you doing? Happy Friday. Oh, and welcome back, Tids. Sorry, didn't see you come back in with all of the tech squig chatter there. Hey Modhail, how you doing? Say, that's a rather large turnip. Yeah, we're back to working on the Tree Lord tonight, as I promised we'd go back to him today. What I might do going forward is do one project on a Wednesday and one project on a Friday. It means it'll take me as long as it used to finish anything, but it breaks the streams up a little bit. It gives us a chance to explore some of the other interesting things I've picked up over the years that I haven't gotten round to yet. It means I won't get painting the same colour over and over again fatigue or anything like that. Also, I think painting this guy is exactly what I need tonight. Quite tired. I've had a bit of a rough day. Things did not go according to plan. And be nice to just sort of chill out and lazily apply paint to this dude. And I've been watching some bits and bobs. Emphasis on the Bob there, I guess, because it's mostly been the Bob Ross Twitch channel, because I watch it to help me sleep. And I've been getting some tips on things you can do when you're painting stuff. Unfortunately for me, things went exactly to plan. It wasn't my plan and I didn't like the plan. Oh, Modhail, big hugs. Well, hopefully you can relax for a couple of days now. Just chill and enjoy a nice weekend. Oh, I bet that was quite interesting, Buff. If you've got the link to that and would be willing to send it to me, I'd be really interested. If you can drop it into the Discord or something, that'd be great. I love stuff like that. I've got don't judge me for this. I have several pop psychology books. And when I say pop psychology, I mean application of psychological and sociological principles to popular culture. I've got one about Doctor Who, there's one about Captain America. But my favourite one is a Star Wars one. And it's got some really interesting pieces in it. And it's got a foreword by the I think the actor and the VA behind Darth Maul. I might be wrong there. I want the Psycho for a bit, because I'm going to be working on those little details on his arm. Sam Witwer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sam Witwer did part of the foreword, and I think, is it Witwer or Witter? Never known how to pronounce it. But yeah, I think there was somebody else that did part of it as well, and I think it was somebody else related to Darth Maul. Awesome, thank you very much, Buff. I will take a look after the stream. But there's a piece in that book about the psychology of physical trauma. Based on studies of Ray Park. It might have been. And God, love a bit of Andrew WK. It might not have been Ray Park. Maybe one of the writers? I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. It's a really good intro. I just can't remember who wrote it. Helpful. Yeah, there's a piece in there about physical trauma and what it does to your brain. Awesome, Cypher. Feel free to, if it's up somewhere publicly, drop a link into the chat so that folks can enjoy it. Yeah, so it talks about the sort of psychology behind the psychological behaviours of patients that have lost limbs, particularly during wars and things like that. So there's a lot about Vietnam veterans and that kind of thing. But it talks about how if Darth Vader had access to appropriate physical therapy after he became Darth Vader, a lot of the things that happened probably wouldn't have happened, because he's clearly suffering from a lot of psychosomatic pain from the loss of his limbs. It's a really, really interesting piece, and I hadn't really thought about it. But ever since I read it, it's just like, wow, is there actually any healthcare in the Star Wars universe? And I don't mean that in a, oh, it's not very realistic, but just like, it adds a new layer to his character to think about what was going through his mind. So he had made it even worse. Yeah, exactly. I find stuff like that really fascinating. Like, not in a I want to pick the film apart because of it kind of way. Just, you know, interesting things to think about. I'm always very interested in why people do things. It was why I studied criminology, because I wanted to understand why people committed crimes. And I think it's quite interesting. But yeah, it's a good little book if you like that kind of stuff. Suit wasn't even state of the art. Yeah, exactly. Palpatine and Maul, but Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Oh my god. Wait, who'd be who? Considering how my cyberpunk character lost her arm, I should probably read that. I'll fish out the title and the author, or the editor I should say, for you, Kian, and drop you a message with it in. It's not a particularly recent book, so if you have any issues getting hold of it, let me know and I'll see if I can source you a copy of that specific article. Nick Frost is more, obviously. Yeah, okay, I could see that. I can imagine Simon Pegg having a whale of a time pretending to be Palpatine. Okay, I think we need to size up again with the brushes, but that's okay. The nice thing about something like this is you don't have to stick to a single brush, right? If you're painting a portrait or something like that, then you kind of have to stick to a specific set of brushes if you're painting a specific thing, because otherwise, you know, your brush markings are going to look weird if you change halfway through. Rakarth's flesh covers really well. It does, doesn't it, Kian? I think it helps that it's pre-thinned with the Liquitex. Hang on. I haven't shown that off in a couple of streams' time, so I'll just get it out for you. So this is Liquitex Flow Aid. It is a paint medium. To put Citadel paints into dropper bottles, you have to pre-thin them. Because they're too thick otherwise. Because they're not designed to be in dropper bottles. But pre-thinning them means I don't have to faff about like trying to get the correct consistency with water every time as well, because it's already the perfect consistency to just go straight on. And I find that adding Liquitex to paler colours like Rakarth Flesh and is it still called Bleached Bone? I haven't bought paint in a while. They tend to cover better. They don't look quite so streaky, in my experience. Maybe that's just me. I mean, you still get the odd little blotch here and there, but it's not really an issue for me because of what I'm doing. I don't want it to be too consistent. I want it to be a little rough. This guy, he's probably seen his fair share of fights. I'm going to leave that bit unpainted. There we go. Oh. He's leaving little marks on my finger where he's been sat. Oh, we've got some more tiny details here. Hello, Porthos. You enjoy your nap? Yeah. Do you want to come up? Excuse me a second, folks. Oh. Come on then. Up, up. He's having a scratch first. You done? Come on then. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Hey, baby. Oh. Nice one, dog. He headbutted my camera there. Don't know how much of that you saw before you just saw my lap. Never work with children or animals, they say. You're lucky you're cute, sweetheart. So, as this fella's going to be a silver birch, I've got a couple of branches that I'm going to have to repaint brown because I've got a bit carried away with the Rakarth flesh. But I'm thinking I'm going to do his nails brown as well. I'd rather work with animals than children. Yes, me too, Kian. Going back to Psycho for this. These animals are cute. Well, the thing is as well, animals are easy to train in my opinion. Taking Porthos as a prime example of that. I've been teaching him... Oh no. So, Sorry about that. I just had the sudden, desperate need to sneeze, and I didn't want you folks to have to suffer through that. So I muted. Hopefully I got to the mute button in time. Ugh. My brain really rattled around in my head then. Oof. You getting down, sweetheart? Bye-bye. That was quick, wasn't it? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you didn't hear it. It's more the point. Oh, I'm all snuffly now. I can't remember what I was saying before I sneezed as well. It's terrible when that happens. Oh dear, I am tired. I can tell because I'm really shaky. Ah, yes, that's what we were talking about. And yes, Mod Hill has hit the nail on the head there. I mean, dogs can totally sass you. Porthos sasses me on the fucking regular. But if you've got a snack and he wants that snack, he will be very well behaved. I've been teaching Porthos a new trick, for want of a better description, recently. Because, for those that don't know, Porthos is a rescue dog. He's quite senior in years, because when we went to the rescue centre, I decided I didn't want to get the puppy because everybody gets puppies, which means that older dogs like Porthos, Kohinhai, I hope I'm saying that correctly, thank you very much for the follow, welcome to the stream. I built him out of 3 different variations on that were available in the kit. I did not sculpt him. Here's his head. Hang on. I've got a pin in there for him. It's amazing how difficult this is on camera when I can do it straight away off. Typical, isn't it? There we go. That's what he looks like with his head on. It'll look better once he's painted. Oh, that reminds me. I've set up a... Streamer's Curse is a prat, it really is. I've set up a new command. Exclamation mark project. Should, as long as I haven't typed anything wrong, tell you what I'm working on during happy hours from now on. Thank you very much for the offer there, Kohanai. I already technically have one. My partner is in his office at the minute. Ooh, whoever put this in, thank you very much. Is it the original version? The just Kenji Kawaii version? Yes, it is. For the live-action Ghost in the Shell movie that they did, Steve Aoki made did a remix of this track, and it is so fucking good. Very good. And thank you for testing that I got the command right there, Kian and Buff. I've just got to remember to update it before each stream now. That's not going to go horribly wrong, is it? Already hyped for Bayonetta 3, even though it comes out next year. I'm quite looking forward to it too. I never finished the first Bayonetta because I was shit at it. And I think I own Bayonetta 2, but I've not played it. Oh, I'm sure it will, Buff. It won't be Bayonetta if it doesn't have a great soundtrack. I'm intrigued by her new look. I think I liked the Bayonetta 2 look the best. But this new one's not too bad. Bayo 2 look is the best. I'm glad I'm not on my own thinking that. Yeah, it came out on the Wii U tids. The console that everyone forgets about, that surprisingly had quite a few good games on it. I'm pretty sure the first Pokken was Wii U. Yeah, we have a Wii U that we got super cheap, 'cause not long after it came out, everyone was like, I don't get it. I don't see what the difference is between this and the one we already have at home. And game stores couldn't shift them around here, so we got one at a super reduced rate. Which meant lots of fun games for us. And yeah, Cypher, the Bayonetta 2 look is the short-haired look. I think it really suits her. I mean, she looks great with long hair too. Bayonetta is the kind of character who can just pull off whatever look she fucking wants, and, you know, she's a trendsetter, is Bayonetta. Ooh, it rhymed. But yeah, I should probably pick Bayo up again and give it another go. I'm still not the best gamer in the world, but fucking Goal's not gonna like. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not the best gamer in the world, you all know that, but I'm better than I used to be when I tried to play Bayonetta the first time, so maybe I'd be okay at it now, and, you know, maybe even actually be able to finish it. Be nice, wouldn't it? If I can play it even semi-competently, I might even play it on stream sometime. Fair point, Model, but it's best not to question the witchy magic. That way lies madness. Oh, I remember, actually. I used to go to a lot of conventions when I was younger. And Slow and I went to the big UK one, London MCM Expo, the year that Bayonetta came out. And there was a lady there in full Bayonetta cosplay. It's like screen accurate, for want of a better description, Bayonetta cosplay. And she was taller than Slow. And Slow didn't really cosplay. But he did like to dress fancy in those days. And he was wearing like a white suit, waistcoat, pocket watch, the whole deal. Very fancy, very swish. And he'd got my I have a 1/1 scale replica orange Harrow from a Gundam cosplay I did ages and ages ago, and he was carrying that around, and it's hollow, so you can use it as a storage box. And he'd got like 2 or 3 tins worth of chocolates in it, like roses and stuff like that. And we walked past this absolutely gorgeous Bayonetta cosplayer, and me and Ivan and the other folks we were with were just watching this Bayonetta cosplayer walk past us, enthralled by how gorgeous she looks and how much of a presence she's commanding, just walking in this fucking skin-tight catsuit with this massive like stretch of hair, huge fuck off boots. Like, you could kill a man with those boots, literally. And we're just mouths agape watching her walk past, and we realise that she's watching us as well. But she wasn't watching us, she was checking Slow out. And we're all just like, holy shit, he's getting checked out by Bayonetta. And we looked over at him. He's just walking along happily with his Harrow under his arm, has not noticed that this, like, 7.5 foot tall woman in skin tight pleather is clearly looking at his arse. It was absolutely hilarious. And we were just like, dude, Bayonetta was checking you out. And he looked around and went, oh, alright then. And then walked off. I'm going to switch back from the Psycho to the... Oh, geez. It's Friday! Hey, D-Mac, how you doing? Gonna switch back to the Insane Detail for the bits on his back, because I want something a little bigger, but not so big that I can't get into the crevices. Oh yes, hydration is a good idea. But yeah, the Bayonetta cosplayer was wow. I mean, you see some of the most amazing cosplays at MCM. There are folks there that really put in the time and, frankly, the money to make some absolutely gorgeous costumes. But that Bayonetta one will always be the one that sticks in my memory. Excuse me a second, folks. Oh, okay. Sorry. Porthos has had a lot of treats today. Because my mum's been here. Yeah, Kian. That's kind of what he's like. Just generally speaking. Bless him, he's not particularly observant. And he knows that. And he accepts that. But he had girls fawning over him all weekend because of that harrow full of chocolate. It was interesting. Because he wasn't just, like, keeping the chocolate for himself either. If somebody stopped and was chatting to him, he'd offer them a chocolate from the harrow. Been a really fun weekend, that weekend. We tried to play Super Dungeon Explorer in the hotel, and it did not go well. Because that was back before version 2 came out, and version 1 was broken. Like, super fucking broken. We had a page of A4 with house rules and our own fucking Super Hotel Explorer. Yeah, basically. And like erratas and stuff on, as we'd found errors in the fucking rules and gone, well, this doesn't make any sense, we'll just fucking house rule it. Unfortunately, it was such a bad experience for a couple of folks that nobody wanted to play it again after that. So it's one of the many board games I own that just doesn't get fucking played. I have this thing where I, like, back something on Kickstarter, or I buy something that I think is cool. Usually a board game or a tabletop RP, and I can't get my friends to play it with me. My social circle used to be very much, no, we only play Dark Heresy, because that was the thing they knew and the thing they liked. But we're all starting to branch out a bit more now, as we're getting older. I think we're a little bit less precious about knowing what we're doing with things now. Hello, Spinning Porthos. I like waltzing Matilda, but not. Hey, no worries, Tids. If you've got me on in the background while you're doing something to chill out, that's fine by me. I appreciate the company, either way. As is always the case, there is no requirement to chat. It's lovely if you want to, but it's not required. The only person here that has to say anything is me. Because otherwise the VOD would literally just be me occasionally going and maybe sounds of Porthos spinning around in the background because there'd be no music or anything like that. It'd just be very awkward. I own 83 board games of various sizes and types. Last time I played one of them was 2016. Oh, Grox, that is a mood and a half, mate. I have a lot of board games. I have a lot of RPs. I have an entire hard drive that's just full of RP books that I've accumulated over the years. I was really, really sad to find out that one of the books that I picked up, which I got from another RPer, PDF, a copy of the main rulebook for a game called Human Occupied Landfill, also known as Hull. Oh, Grox. Again, a mood. Oh, that's fair. Yes, indeed, Mod Hail, that hole. So I have had a copy of the rules, but the PDF got corrupted. And I've not been able to locate a new copy of the PDF because my sources don't exist anymore. Oh, Kian. Question is, now that you know that, how long are they going to be there for? Because I know if they were in my freezer, they'd be gone already. Love a hash brown. Hey, Ray, how you doing? I have not watched it yet, Ray, so please no thank you. Please no thank you? Is that a thing? No thank you. On the basis that I, and by the looks of things several of the folks in chat, have not yet seen it. No spoilers. Thank you very much, Ray. I appreciate you holding your spoilers until folks have had a chance to watch it. This is where things get awkward, because I've already assembled him. Should not have fully assembled him before I painted him. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, folks. I'm being slapdash with this again, because it's a flat area. I don't think you're supposed to be able to see this bit, but meh. I know it's there. It'll bug me if I don't do something about it. There we go. Right. We got anywhere else that I've missed? Yes. A little bit here. Oh, Porthos, you are in a mood tonight. And the underside of this arm. Raise advice, do not look at my Twitter. Fair play. I'm hoping to watch it tomorrow. Who's your favourite clone trooper? Is that aimed at me, Buff? Okay, you put the Proclaimers in. And specifically this song. And do I need to take bets on whether DMAC's going to skip it? Ah, it was you, Cypher. You scoundrel. I will suffer. Oh, DMAC. Every time this song is played, they get stronger. Soon they shall consume the earth. Isn't this like a staple for weddings and shit like that? Oh no, Cypher. You've been making them stronger without knowing. I, for one, welcome our new Proclaimer overlords. The two wee lads from Scotland, not Cthulhu. That's what they want you to think, Ray. This is getting fiddly. What's the difference? I quite like bagpipes personally, but we all know I'm weird, so... Clone that ripped the droid's head off is great, that's true. Okay. Are we done? I think... Holy shit, folks, we're done. Hey, Dammy, how you doing? Thank you so much for being subscribed for 8 months. Happy Friday. Okay. Now we've got some really fine details on his face. So, the insane detail's going away for a little bit. And I'm getting the psycho out. My baby. My best friend. The psycho. I'm just going to put him over here for now. Down he goes. Have a little nap. Well, I try very hard not to paint over all the lovely details on his face. This is going to be very difficult. Like, once I've got the Rakarth flesh on, and I need to go onto the spaceship exterior, it won't be so bad because I'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'll now be catted. Well, that's just the perfect Friday evening then, isn't it, Cypher? There's naught better than a furry friend upon your lap. Oh, awesome, Ray! That's very exciting. What day is it in 6 days? I am so bad at this. It's Friday today and there are 7 days in a week, so it'll be a Thursday, won't it? th September. I forgot it was Friday already. I have been wishing for today to come this week. Really need a break. I don't want to jinx it because last time I mentioned it, it got cancelled, but touch wood, I am going to the barber's on Tuesday to have my hair cut. I'm very excited about it because my hair is a fucking mess right now. And I've been very, very good about not cutting it so that the barber has plenty to work with and dismay at. And it's just growing out of control now, and I want it to stop. I'm quite looking forward to getting my hair cut. And the barber comes highly recommended by a friend of mine, so... You know what? I think I've changed my mind. I have changed my mind. I'm just going to paint over something that I've just done. And you might think that's really daft of me, but I've decided that it would look better that way. So that's what I'm going to do. And he is my tree, so I can paint him how I like him. So all of the top half of his head, all of this bit's going to be brown. And I'll darken it up with some ink later. And then the rest of his face, I'm going to do the white markings on. Oh. Surprisingly awkward piece to hold and to actually get a good view of while you're painting it. There we go. Hey Rocket, how you doing? So what's going off exactly, Cypher? I can't really check Twitter right now. Nice, Rocket. What food did you buy? And what are you having for dinner? Are they the same thing? Oh, Dammy. That's not good. Hope you're okay. I'm really good at stabbing my teeth with forks, but only the ones that have fillings in. You know, just to make it extra painful. Ooh, chicken curry and Thai soup. Lovely. So glad I've got the psycho for this. Probably quiche. Nice. Love a good quiche. Got a chip in my front tooth from judo. Oof. This is what I think it is. Fabulous. This song. Oh. Oh. This is surprisingly tense. Because I'm crouching right down to make sure that I'm keeping his face in the camera. But I'm also close enough to be able to see what I need to paint. No, I haven't, Ray. Yes, Dammy, yes, I have heard the news. What the sweet fuck. Bob Hoskins is the only true Mario. You know, it's time for a fun movie fact. Bob Hoskins did an interview for Empire magazine some years ago. And one of the questions he was asked was, do you have any regrets in life? And all he said in response was, Super Mario. And then they moved on to the next question. He did not like that movie. No, Ray, I didn't. Oh. I did not see that, and now I am very excited. Thank you for letting me know about that. I will have to take a look after the stream and watch closely. Awesome, thank you very much, Ray. If you could send it to me through Twitter or something like that, I'd appreciate it, because fishing stuff out of stream chat after the stream is finished is really difficult. Awesome, Cypher. I'll take a look after the stream. And Twitter, lovely. Thank you very much, Ray. I have not heard this in a very long time. I think my mum had this on a CD, like when I was a kid. Fuck, it might have been on a tape. Thank you very much, Ray. I really do appreciate it. On the note of Roger Rabbit, those of you that have, for want of a better description, been with me for a while now, may remember that last year my Halloween adjacent stream was in costume. Now, because I've been saving up for my trip, I have not purchased anything new for this year's Halloween stream. Which will be on actual Halloween on the Sunday. But no, Cypher. For a few reasons. The main one being, I don't want to get banned from Twitch. You filthy bugger. Hi, Destroyer. How you doing? Happy Friday. So I'm going to be jumping into my cosplay resources and fishing out my Roger Rabbit cosplay. Twitch doesn't like a lot of things, Dammy, but you are not wrong. Oh gosh. I mean, hell yes to the 1 kilogram of peanut M&Ms. The best M&Ms. But I hope you're doing okay after falling asleep on the bus. I've done that before. Didn't know 1 kilogram bags existed. I don't think they're particularly common, are they? But, yeah. For when a sharing bag just isn't enough for one person. Spooky Dark Cloud, thank you very much for the follow. And sorry for the delay on thanking you there. TechSquig's having a moment at the minute, it would seem. Oh, I love this jukebox. Like, the combination of stuff we get in the jukebox is amazing. You lot are fab. I'm knackered, Destroyer. I've had a bit of a rough day. But this is nice. Just, you know, sitting and chatting with folks. But yeah, so I'll do my Halloween stream in my Roger Rabbit cosplay. Thank you very much, Destroyer. Oh, bless Spooky. I hope your cat's okay. My mum's got a few cats, so I am very used to their fun shenanigans. Do all the wasps in the world want in my room? Maybe you smell nice? Like fruit? Wasps like fruit, don't they? Yeah, that's fair, Ray. I mean, I love bugs, but even I think wasps are arseholes. Oh, Slow is moving about and bashing things about downstairs. It's all wasps know. Exactly. They're just miserable fuckers. I haven't decided what I'm going to play on Halloween yet. Like, I'm tempted to put Backbone on hold over October, and play the first Soul Reaver, which will be painful for everybody involved because, well, it's a late 90s, early 2000s platformer, and the controls are of their time. But I think it'd be fun, and I really like Soul Reaver. So I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. I mean, I have more experience with Soul Reaver 2, I've got to admit. Because I could get that one to fucking work on my PC when I was a little bit older. But for the Spoop Month point and click, I've no idea what to play this time. I mean, I could go back to the cave again and do a second playthrough of that. But I don't know. Oh God, Tids. You are a glutton for punishment when it comes to your game choices, aren't you? Well, as long as you're happy and having some semblance of fun, Maniac Mansion could do. I was thinking maybe... Oh, yeah, I own Oxenfree as well. I was thinking maybe Toonstruck or Seventh Guest. Because I'm guessing some folks in chat will know what Seventh Guest is. And Toonstruck. But a lot of you probably won't. And you know me, I do love to share the obscure ones with folks. Haven't seen Seventh Guest in decades. Yeah. And yeah, I deserved that one, Cypher. So this is the weekend. Huh. I know it's a little bit late to say it now because we're like a minute into the song already, but guys, gals and non-binary pals, the weekend. Fair enough, Cypher. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe playing one of the more obscure spooky point and clicks. Because if there's one thing I love to do, it's to share things with folks so that they can discover something new. Let's check to make sure. Yes, it's Friday. It better be Friday. I don't want another day at work, please. Also, if I'm streaming on a Thursday, then I've done something horribly wrong. My 4-day work week lasted 0 weeks before I had to can it. Oh, DMAC, no, what happened? If you can... Well, you probably can't divulge too much, but is it just they need you in... They need you to be working every day because you are the only person that can do stuff? Because... Oh, I've been there. I know that feel. Came into my office today. Oh, Grox, that must have been awful. Not Lady Grox coming into the office, obviously, but thinking it was Wednesday. Oof. One Wednesday a week is enough. I suppose me streaming hobby content on a Friday is not going to help with you thinking that Friday is a Wednesday either, so sorry about that. Oh gosh, Ray. Ah, there we go, that's better. Doesn't look quite so chunky now. That's coming along. Oh, you're too popular, D-Mac. Office celebrity. Popularly unpopular. Yeah, that's a fucking mood. People in our profession don't get Christmas cards from colleagues. As my boss likes to remind me. Okay, I'm not going to put any more paint on him, because I think I'll do the insides of his eyes here, so that they really stand out. I've already done some of this side. Now I think what I'm going to do with his eyes is what I've described my RP character's eyes as. So some of you will already know. That I'm playing in an Age of Sigmar RP campaign at the minute with Snipe, Whip and Longfang. Seamus is DMing it. Seamus is an absolutely fucking brilliant DM. Okie dokie, kin. And Destroyer. And in this AOS RP, I am playing a Sylvaneth Kurnoth Hunter. So, one of these dudes, but considerably smaller. Called Aethlindir. And Aeth is silver birch style, like this fella. In fact, the reason I'm painting this guy up like this was as a test run for when I build a miniature version of Aeth to see if it would work. So you're playing a shrubbery. I am playing a shrubbery. So yeah, Aeth is... Oh, wicked dammy. Can't wait for that. I'm really looking forward to that. Aeth is 10'3", silver birch style, like our friend here, and is heterochromic. Yeah, I'm with Mod Hale on that one, though I think DMAC has only got a little bit of vacation time left, if I remember rightly. Multicoloured indeed, Ray. So, the way I have sort of designed Ace is that... Oh, I've not done the back of his head. He's a bit like a hydrangea. Fabulous, D-Mac. Schrodinger's technician. So, hydrangeas, for those that don't know, their blooms change colour based on the pH of the soil that they're in. So, you can have a pure white hydrangea one year, and if you have a certain amount of acid rain over the course of the year, it might change to blue or pink. If you're really lucky, you might get a purple one. There's all sorts of colour combinations in between that as well. Hydrangea, as in the plant, Mod Hell. Not hired ranger. Okay. Sorry, that has just stalled me completely, because it's like, bagpipes. Wait, hang on a minute, this is the fucking Cranberries. I love this song, for the record. So weird hearing this version. This song is in my regular rotation, so I listen to it and admittedly sing along to it quite a lot. I apologise for nothing. You have nothing to apologise for anyway, D-Mac. I didn't say it was bad, it just made my brain blue screen for a second. Had to recalibrate. Let's get these bits in this colour as well. I think that will look nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So the idea behind, I think the whole lot of them are going to end up being this colour scheme. Yes, indeed, Ray. So I think they're all going to be this colour scheme. But they will have different coloured flowers attached to them. Their eyes will be different colours. So Ace of Deer's eyes are, one's brilliant green and the other one's yellow. Because I wanted to have him be heterochromic, but not so different that it was really sort of jarring. And I rolled 2 different eye colours for him, and then went, oh my god, I could have him like... He's big enough that maybe one half of him rooted into one pH of soil and one half rooted into the other, and he's ended up with funny colours. And I just really liked that idea and ran with it. Oh, was it an eye injury? I know there's one that's... I can't remember who it was. One person did actually have heterochromia, and the other being Bowie in this case, had an eye injury, and I always get the 2 mixed up, but now I can't remember who the one that actually was heterochromic was. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Are you gonna stand up? Come on. She's like, no, I'm too tired. Don't make me stand. So now we've painted his face. I'm obviously not going to fix it on properly, but I want to see what he looks like with his face on. Yeah. That's looking alright. Wow, between the lot of us, yes, Cypher, we appear to know quite a lot about David Bowie's eyes. Spoopy. I think it looks pretty badass. So yeah, next steps is to start with the spaceship exterior, and then we'll do the branches and the sort of little bits, and then I will do his staff. Couldn't use his real name as a singer because of that twat in the Monkeys. Oh! Didn't know that one. I know that Michael Caine couldn't use his real name because there was already an actor registered with the exact same name as him. So he got his surname from a movie that was out at the time, Citizen Kane. And I think Michael was... He got Michael from an actor that he really admired, if I remember rightly. Can't remember which one it was, though. Okay, so for this next bit, so it was the Crane. Don't know. He should open his own cocaine store. Oh my god. For this next bit, I'm going to use a Citadel fine detail brush that I have had for so long that I've battered it to death. The bristles got so badly damaged because I did not treat this brush well. It was my first Citadel paintbrush. It has seen a lot, but the bristles were so badly damaged that I couldn't get them to reset. So I trimmed them and made it into like a stippling brush, which I'm hoping will give me some nice texture. Yeah. For the bark effect that I'm going for. It's going to take a while though, I think.
If you ever see his Tops of Pop's Schools Out performance, he plays with a girl's hair. That girl is one of my sisters.
Really, Ray? Neat. At least I think it's neat. Is it neat? Take it your sister was okay with that. I remember seeing a comedian called Andrew O'Neill. Really, really funny comedian. They're also in a steampunk-esque metal band called... well, I say metal band. They're more of a punk band, I guess. Called The Men That Will Not Be Blamed for Nothing. But Andrew O'Neill does a comedy show called The History of Heavy Metal. And one of the jokes in that is about this song. Makes me chuckle every time. I just immediately think of that bit rather than this song. Oh, sounds like she had fun. That's the important thing, isn't it? So, my hope with having the Rakarth flesh on underneath was that it would mean I don't have to... I really like this song. Gold stars whoever put this one in. So I wouldn't need to put quite so much of the spaceship exterior over the top to get the sort of silvery grey effect that you see on silver birches. And that it'd also mean that I could have it be a bit more textural, because tree bark is not smooth. Haven't heard this in years. This is the kind of stuff that I listen to on the regular. I am a being out of time, I guess, in that regard. I love stuff like this. I mean, modern stuff's good too. There's plenty of great modern music. I had a listen to Lil Nas X's album the other day, because it's all over Twitter. I got no fucking idea why. I know Lil Nas X is a really important person in music at the moment for a number of reasons. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I probably wouldn't choose to listen to it often, but what I listened to was enjoyable. I can see why people like them. I think this probably looks better in person than it does on camera at the minute. Because the camera's picking up the white and just going, ooh, white. Whereas I can see that there's little bits where it's brighter, and so I guess I'm going to have to take a picture of him after the stream and we'll see how it goes. Okie dokie, Cypher. You take care. Thank you for popping in, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Say hi to Unity for me. He's got all these little bumps. I was going to go with buboes and then realise that was a really horrible word to use for whatever they are. That I think are going to look great when I use this brush again to cover him in moss. Nodules, yes, that'll work lovely. Thank you, Mod How. I'm glad somebody knows what words I need. Because I bloody don't. Love a bit of Weird Al. Oh, fuck, I remember when this album came out. It was a month where I listened to nothing but Weird Al whilst I was working. Oh wow, that's pretty cool, Ray. Like, Weird Al is very strange when it comes to folks in the music industry. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he is very careful about always making sure he's got permission from the original artist or the estate of the original artist to do a parody before he does it. Because there was some stuff with the Michael Jackson covers, parodies even, if I'm not mistaken. Not because he didn't ask permission, but because Michael Jackson didn't initially okay them. And then Weird Al did a parody of something, Michael Jackson saw it and was just like, no, actually, he's really funny, go ahead, let him do what he wants. Just brushing his butt cheeks again. Seem to spend a lot of time doing this, don't I? A little too much paint on my brush then, but that's okay. Trees are weird. So tree people probably going to be weird too. Oh shit, I just saw the time. I should finish up. I think I need to go and have a nap before I have anything to eat. Thank you very much, Ray. I'll just do a little bit more on his leg here, because this step's actually pretty quick, I think. Feels like we spent ages doing the Rakarth flesh step, only to just, you know, go over everything and be super messy and quick on this step. But I think that works better. You don't want it to be too even, too tidy. Who's ever heard of a tidy tree? You know? Oh, I think I've actually, yeah, I've punctured a hole in my paper, being too rough with the brush. Oopsie. There's some bits on his leg as well where I've not painted it as, air quotes, well as I could have done, and I think that might actually add to this a little bit. Give it a bit more texture, you know? Okay. That leg's looking good. This leg needs a bit more, I think, but we're starting to turn him into an actual silver birch now, I think, as opposed to a fleshy birch. Bonsai. Yeah, I guess. And I think, yeah, because I'm getting hungry as well, actually. There is a good place to stop. Whew. You don't think about how tired you are when you're doing something like this once you get going. Until you stop for a second. And then it just washes over you. I'm buggered. Oh, right. No! Stay stood up! Curse you, wobbly tree lord! There we go. Put him over there for now. Oh, you bugger. So, I'm going to call it there, folks. Just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's come along tonight. I hope you've had a good time and that this has been a nice little wind down from your week. I will, unless things change, be back tomorrow evening with some more Backbone. However, I might be busy. So keep an eye on Twitter. The stream may or may not go ahead tomorrow. We'll see. But I will definitely be back on Sunday for the last part of Day of the Tentacle. And then I'll have to figure out what to play next, won't I? Yeah. This has been a nice way to chill out. I hope it has been for you too. We're gonna raid Longfang. I think he's playing XCOM tonight. I have no idea though. So yeah, I'll either see you tomorrow or Sunday, hopefully, and until I see you all next, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking hands, and have a great weekend, everybody, no matter what you're up to. Take care.